Oh yes, hello, hello. I see you all there. on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. How are we, people? I hope you're doing well on this Wednesday. It's our first stream on Wednesdays, so let's see how we go. Hey, I'm Steve Marks, guys. If you are tuning in for the first time, what I do, I listen to demos that people send me, and I give them feedback on how to sort of make their tracks better. Yes, you can be a part of it if you want to. Just submit your tracks here. So soundcloud.com/Steve Marks Music. That'll send you to this page here. Look for this guy, that's me, and just send me a DM. You can only do that on a computer. Hope you're all well, guys. Hello in the comments. I'm seeing them light up already. If you're tuned in on YouTube, what's up? Just smash the like button on the video already. And let's get straight into the demos, guys. So we've had quite a few this week, so not too bad. Let's get into this one, our first one from Diane Abanash, Find Our Way. Did I review this last week? I'm not sure. 4 days ago. No, let's check it out.
Try to adventure on our own. We got lost along this endless road, but we will find our way home. We will find our way
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna make my headphones a little louder because I'm not hearing too well. Okay, let's see how we go now.
I try to adventure on our own. We got lost along this endless road. You and I try to adventure on our own. We got lost along this endless road, but we will find our way home. We will find our way
Okay, I'm sensing like there's not much bass line in this track, so I would definitely duplicate your bass line. And it sounds like you've got a mid bass in there, but you don't have any sub bass or top bass. So I would take your bass line that you have, duplicate it, and just add like a sine wave or something, so you get some sub frequencies. And also with your build up, you could add more rises in there, more tension to bring it up. I do hear you've got the white noise that kind of sweeps up, but get like a sub sweep that comes up, like really like build the energy up for that drop. And yeah, I can read here it's a royalty-free a cappella, so nice job with the vocal. Your sound design is pretty good as well. So like the sounds that you've selected to put the track together, it sounds really nice, man. So really well done. Thank you for submitting. And yeah, that's basically all I can suggest, really. Duplicate your bass line, like give it more bass, and add some more bass, like I said before in the sort of build up. Thank you for submitting, my friend. Let's move on to DJ Mad ZZ. Emotional Nights. Here we go. If you want to send a demo, my friend, see here. I need to have like a flashing hand or something here pointing to that every week. Nice. So far, so good. Like, it's nice and safe. I would even mix your percussion a little louder, so your definitely your snare drum and your kick drum as well. That can be brought up. See, this is a better volume for the snare. Yeah, nice. Nice, good variation in the drop as well. I really like the samples you've used for the snare in the drop and the build up for the drop. It sounds a lot nicer. It's sort of like louder. Unless it was your intention to make the snare quieter in the verse, then you've done it quite well. Like this snare here is a little, it's a very tight snare. Like if you selected a bit more of like a punchy snare, like a bit wider sound. Yeah, really nice. And what you do very well, I've noticed on both pre-drops, which is a really good thing to do for any producer, is you sort of filter out all the low frequencies. So the sound, if the sound is going like this along the track, when you get to the build-up, you drop out all the low end and you sweep it up really high. So it thins the track out. So then when the drop hits, it's like really heavy and really full, and it pushes the track on. Listen to what I mean here. It gets all filtered out, up really high, and then boom. Really, really nice, man. Yeah, cool track. I can't recommend too much to change or update. Like maybe the melody in the drop is sort of like the same throughout. I do hear some kind of there's some chords running through the drop. They're sort of like dun dun. If you had those in there but put them up an octave or even two, it would create a bit more like air in your track by having some higher frequencies up the top. And if you did that in your second, so in the second section of each drop, it might give a bit more three-dimensionality to your drop, instead of it just being like the same drop twice with a really, really cool like little break in here. This is really nice. Really, really good. Yeah, like it's, I wouldn't say it's too repetitive. I would say it's been repeated enough that it's not like too crazy annoying, but just add an extra element. Add an extra element that just takes it to that next level. So whether it's a really high pad or some weird like bell sound that just kind of goes ding, 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 like along the top, something like that, it'll just take your chorus like to the next dimension, man. So really, really nice, man. Thank you for submitting. Let's continue. Virtual potions. I always like when this guy sends stuff in. He makes some really cool stuff. Italia.
These virtual potions destroy my speakers.
Boom, there's the bass.
I've been trying to write a lot of songs on lockdown. Holy Spirit telling me I gotta write a lot down. I'm not trying to kill no catch, I ain't no goat. I wanna see this blood, I'm gonna have to blow. I know the greatest of all time, me and Michael Jordan. If I see the go, it will leave your mouth open. The real go, ain't a goat, it's a lamb. He died for a soul, so the river is a lamb.
Nice, you've got a really, really well mixed track here. Really nice with the strip down as well. All the elements you bring in.
Destroy my speakers.
Guys, if you're not listening on headphones, you're hearing like all these crazy effects happening on the left and on the right. It's very, very well done. And I also like how the drop doesn't sound too like different to the song, which is good. So all the elements when the drop happens sounds familiar and not too like crazy whack. It's done really nice, really nice. Let's listen to this breakdown. Good variation on the drop too. Wow. First drop's real deep, dark, dirty, heavy, and the second drop's a lot more like brighter and happier. It really like changed the dynamic of the track in the second part. Really nicely done. Very solid track. Very nice, man. Really good. I also like how you updated the URL as well, so it's nice and short. Yeah, man. I can't really. There's nothing to improve on here, man. It's so good. Yeah. Sorry, I can't help you like improve it, but I mean, you can already see it's only 4 days old. You've got 215 plays and 7 love hearts. So man, it's a good track. Really well done. I love it when you submit, man. Your stuff is always great. So thanks for submitting again. Like I can't really help you develop that one because it's already solid. So just keep smashing out those tunes, bro. Illa Selection, they finally reposted my track. Who cares? Okay, Shady Pandas. Let's check out Bloody Knuckles. Shady Pandas, if you're in the chat, let me know. I think so, maybe not. I don't know. I should watch the chat a bit more. bunch of loops together, creating a song with some effects over the top. But like, man, it's a good base for something to really make good. I like this sort of the crunchy vocal you've got over the top. I am hearing like a hi-hat, but like it's too soft in the mix. So mix it a bit louder. Your hi-hat. And also your snare drum, or it's not a clap, it's a snare drum. It sounds a little flat, so you need to pitch it up a bit, maybe 1 octave, and then it will be in key with the rest of the track. Yeah, I mean, kind of cool. I dig it. Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty safe track. Like it's 2 minutes, right? You could stretch this out to 4 or 5 minutes and have some really, really interesting breakdowns. And like add in some weird wacky elements. I think you could take this track in a pretty good direction if you added a few more elements to it. I mean, I could also be totally wrong as well. Who knows? It's what, 10 days old. It's got 3,500 plays, nearly 60 likes, 58 reposts, and 1 comment. So don't know what's going on there, but who knows? Cool, man. Yeah, maybe some dark vocals. Yeah, that could work too. Deep dark vocals. Grab any vocals, pitch them down, add a shitload of reverb, and that would be dark and deep and mysterious, definitely. Yeah, keep playing around with it. Cool. Thanks for sending in, man. Alright, KDJ has sent us Naruto type trap beat. Let's check it out.
右腕の振り動き奴を引きつけておくのだやろうからなダンス奴の能力を見つ用心しろあっ
Give me some bass. I can see it coming up here. I want the bass a little earlier. There it is. Big 808. Nice. I love the tonal 808 kicks. I would definitely add an EQ onto your 808 kicks and just clip off some of the top end. The kicks sound a little like clippy, a little ticky. So if you just round off the high frequencies on your sub kick, it will sound a lot more like deep and dirty instead of like a bit clicky on the top end. But really cool. I love this. The last track in this has taken us down a little deep dark alley. It's really cool. Do you know what the lead sound reminds me of? You know when you kind of go like, ah? That's what it reminds me of. Have a listen and tell me if you think the same. I would definitely try more variation on the your sort of the sound that you have. The da 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 da. Do some more crazy things with it.
俺たちは攻撃を連続で仕掛け2段階で行う1段目はおとりやから
yeah, I would definitely add some more variation to that sound, because it's sort of like literally the same. Like every 2 bars, it's like copy paste, paste, duplicate. So yeah, man, add some more variation to that sound. I get that it's a trap beat, that's fine. So either make more of a melody with your lead sound, or find a sick vocal and put it over the top. You probably don't even have to touch your production at all. Mix a vocal on top, and man, I think that's another good track in the waiting. Guys, some awesome news. So my track drops tomorrow. So if you have Spotify or Apple Music or Deezer, comes out on all platforms tomorrow. So yeah, once again, I am your artist of the week. Hey guys, I am your artist of the week, Steve Marks. Thanks so much. My new single entitled Legacy featuring Rika is out August 27, so make sure you hit that pre-save link. Should be below in the description, and you also get to hear a sneak peek of the single too. So hit the pre-save, follow me on Spotify, enjoy the preview. The track comes out August 27th. Woo! Yeah, that's tomorrow. So yeah, if you feel like being nice, you can smash the like button on this video already if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. And you can also, all my socials are below for you guys. So make sure you follow me on Spotify. Pre-save the track, comes out tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited, it's my debut release. Yeah, enough about me. Let's keep going with your demos, guys. So thanks, KDJ. Yeah, nice little track. One thing I didn't do, yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Pushing on, guys. If you're just tuning in, hello. I see you all there. We've got some good numbers again across all platforms. So thanks Twitch, thanks Facebook, and YouTube. Actually, Facebook kind of crappy this week, but who cares? Yeah, so YouTube and Twitch is where it's at today, guys. Hello, Steve Marks here. If you want to submit a demo for review, send it here. Everyone always asks every week, what should I do to make it more obvious? Do I have to put a big, like, I don't know, like a huge arrow over here pointing down, like a GIF that just constantly points to the graphic on where to send, or do we just try and let people work it out for themselves? Who knows? Kind of give up in that area. All right, Wilson is back. I see you in the comments, brother. Let's check out Anthem 07, the 20 reboots. Nice, I love it. It's got good vibe to it. One comment I'll make already is when you introduce the snares here, they sound like very loud for the mix. So either sort of ease your snare volume in with automation, because when the snares hit here, just sounds like a little loud for the mix, but just me trying to pick on something to help you out. The bass line's really good. It's like a real funky bass. reverb on the snares. Where does the snares start? So there's a kick and a hi-hat there. There, so I wouldn't say more reverb on the snare. I would say maybe duplicate the snare, like layer your snare with a few different other snare sounds. It can be just something as simple as like a percussion block, something that hits at the same time as your snare to give it like a bit of a stronger frequency push every time it happens, so that it cuts through the mix a little better. It's so good. It's like 90s disco. Really sick. You got a really good kick too. Really nice. So, Wilson, I'm just reading the comment here where you wrote, it's made from the original source file. Let us know in the comments what you mean by that. But I really love your super like digital sound you've got going on. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Like you had to use sort of like original elements of the track, but I love the super like digital synthy sound. It sounds really cool. Yeah, Wilson, another cool track, man. I would just really, it doesn't need too much more. I would just I'd layer up your snare a bit so that it cuts through the mix a little better, and maybe try and find like a vocal breakdown that's sort of like maybe a female vocal that's just like oohs and ahs. And then when you have your sort of your moments like this, you can just have some female vocal like something like that in the mix. Might just take it to that extra dimension, man. Yeah, sick. I love it, man. This stream's been so crazy, like so many different sort of twists and turns. All right, we've got a name change in the house. So Architect has changed to Acrobase. So let's check out his demo track without vocals. I missed yours, did I, bro? Anish. I don't think I've missed any yet, bro. Jill, you're up there, buddy. So you gotta sit in line for a little bit longer, champ. Acrobase. Let's check this out. Nice, good vibe. I hear the sub bass. I would definitely add a mid bass as well, so that like Only like very good headphones would pick up a sub bass or like a car stereo, but definitely add like a mid bass so that other speakers can sort of produce a bass line in this track. Very emotive though. I like that flutter you just put in there in this bit here. Yeah, nice little like LFO there. I'm just listening back to the lead into the vocal, lead into the drop here. I feel like the chords that are happening in the middle, the dun 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 dun, that bit sounds very like low in octave and it sounds very like deep and dark. I would try the experiment of taking those chords, moving them up like 2 octaves. You might find that it makes your track, like your drop, sound a little bigger because it's in like a brighter frequency range. It's sort of in the mid to highs instead of the low to mids. When you've got your track like this and everything's happening down the bottom, it sounds very like flat. It doesn't sound dynamic to the ears. So if you bring some things that are happening in the middle, if you bring them up an octave, suddenly you've taken your track from sort of these frequency spectrums and you've stretched it up to here. So you're giving the track a bit more brightness. I think that would help. I'm just going to listen again. Yeah, I think maybe you've put the chords down there because you don't have a mid bass. So I would definitely duplicate your sub bass and create a bass line that's sort of in the low to mid frequencies. So you can just drag up your sub bass 1 octave. That might do it for you. Otherwise, just duplicate your MIDI channel for your bass line and add another bass sound onto it that's in the low to mid frequencies. And then you can, because at the moment the main chords of your track, which you're trying to drive the track with, are all sitting in the low frequencies. So when you create a bass line, you can now move that up, like I was saying before, and hopefully that gives you like a brighter track. But I know you always try like weird, crazy stuff, and it usually like works. This one sounds a little like I know what you're trying to do, and I think really if you drag all your chords up into a higher octave, it might give the track a bit more dynamic, because at the moment it's all sort of like it's a track that's going well, but I think yeah, if you want to create a bit more space in the lower frequencies, you definitely need to push those chords up, add in another bass line. Just test it out for me, and hopefully it works for you. Good percussion. Nice chords as well, and nice automation as well. Yeah, just try those few things I mentioned, and see if it changes. And if it's not what you're after, then that's fine, guys. Music is subjective. Usually, you know what you want in your head, and you make it to the best of your ability. When you give it to someone else, you hope that they give you positive feedback. Sometimes people rip you apart, and it really hurts. So, yeah, try those new things. You might find that the recommendations I've given might take your track in a different direction. It might be better, or it might be worse. So do what you want to do, because you know what sort of vision you want to create for that track. So I know it's a demo. I know there's no vocals. So play around with it, and then if you want help pitching it to some vocalists, just let me know, man. Awesome. All right, DJ Banger, check it out. House is down. Give you a follow back. Congrats on 102 followers. So you just hit 100 recently. Yeah, speaking of milestones, I'm gonna hit 250 YouTube subscribers like very soon, guys. I'm at 248. So if anyone has a YouTube channel, smash the subscribe button, please. Get me to 250 today. And then we can party. We can party the house down. House is down.
Let me hear that ass clap.
Damn. So I'm copping some really harsh high frequencies from your bass line. I know that sounds weird to say. Nice, I like this bit. Percussion's very sort of bouncy. Everything else is very like bass heavy, which I know is like the aim of this track. I would try yeah, it's hard with this because I know you're trying to make like a dark sort of like electro house track, but it's a little bit like I don't know what the word is. Like it's all like the same throughout. Like I wouldn't say repetitive, because repetitive usually is like a bad way to explain something, but definitely, man, I would definitely so your bass line, I would definitely add an EQ on it and cut out the high frequencies, because there's a lot of high frequencies coming through your bass line, which really it's like actually like damaging to the ears. So if you cut some of that out, you have a nice like strong bass line. And I would try with this one, I would maybe try and create like another melody over the top, so that you can have the bass line sort of driving the track and then something else happening over the top, and it can be sort of like a call and response sort of thing. So you can have bass drive and then melody drive, and then bass drive, melody drive, and that would like, it would give some variation to the track as it goes along, instead of it being like, the word I have to use is repetitive. Instead of it being the same all the way through, you can try different things, different sounds to sort of help move the track along. And I think, yeah, that would give your track a bit more like excitement as well. Also, you had really good percussion in this part of the song. Gave it like a good drive. But what it also could use, like if you want to take it to the next level, get some samples, some one shots or some whales or some haze. I heard you had some vocals. Chop the vocals up and put some in the left ear, some in the right ear, have them pan across your head, so that when the listener is listening, they're hearing some things in the left and some in the right. It keeps it exciting for the listener. Yeah, I hope that helps, man. But yeah, like a very bass heavy track. Yeah, if I give feedback to you guys and like you don't understand what I mean, just send me a DM if you want like a better explanation. I'm trying to sort of get through all the entries. I see people already complaining in the chat, guys. I always go from like the first person who submitted up until the most recent. It's sort of like rewarding those people who send in their stuff first, and they've literally waited the longest. All right, Miro. Here are some links. Yep. Okay. So, well, that's 2 months old. That's 2 days old. 2 days old. Do you know what? I'm gonna listen to Alone. And I will come back for Miro after, because I'm gonna listen to a few more. Give you a follow as well. Yeah, the kick, you could add a little more sidechain to your main melody to help the kick come through. But the melody is very catchy. Very. So you went from such a thick bass line to, when you drop hits, it sounds very thin. Yeah, I think in your drop you could definitely use a sub bass that doesn't use the same intonation as the other bass notes. You just have it go all the way through. So bum, bum, bum. Very, very like long, deep notes, and that should give you the extra sort of bass line that the track needs in that section. Yeah, nice man. As I mentioned before, so you've got such a nice thick bass line in the sort of intro in your long chords, and then when your sort of drop hits, I know what's happening is because you're cutting up the sort of the intonation of the bass line. Instead of it being long notes, you've made little short notes, and what that has done is it's thinned out your sort of lower frequencies. So now your bass line in your drop is sort of, it sounds a lot thinner. Which is not ideal. Like that's not what you want in a track. You want your track when the sort of the chorus or the drop hits, that needs to be the moment that the track goes like, wow. So you can achieve that. It's not far off, man. Just work on your bass line in your drop. And I really love this bit here, like where you really chop it up. That's really cool. That's like, it's a very like interesting section of the song, like in a very good way, and then you bring in the lead over the top. That's really, really nice. So yeah, the intro is a bit long, I agree, but yeah, overall pretty good track, man. Thanks for submitting. I will get to your other track a little later on, my friend. Good, you got your Instagram, guys. Everyone that submits, I tag you in a post on Instagram as well each week. So if you want to continue chatting to each other or you want to sort of connect, you can do so through the Instagram post. Nice and easy. Thanks for submitting, man. I'll get to this other one a little later. I'm gonna listen to everyone else. So all right, Luna Selpa Samurai. Let's check this out. Very Game of Thrones. This is such like a battleground like soundtrack in a film. Like the main character's suiting up for battle. He's about to like meet his fate, you know? I'm gonna skip because it's 4.5 minutes, so. Charge! And they're all like running towards each other, killing each other. Nice, very, very cinematic. Really cool. Also, Luna Selpa, update your SoundCloud here, brother. We want to know who you are. Let us know where you're from. So you're from America, you're from Australia, you're from Germany, you're from Italy. Also add your socials, man. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube accounts, so we can like learn a little bit more about you, because you're making some cool music. Nice. So I feel like I'm in a massage parlor now. Thai massage. Nice. This is cool. It's obviously a cinematic track or something like that. Oh yeah, really cool. Man, I dig this. This is a cool cool concept. Definitely, man. Like I wanna find out more about you. So please update your profile, man. This goes for everyone, guys. Your SoundCloud account is like your musical CV. So like it's sort of like showing off what you can do musically. And that was really, really cool, man. Thanks for submitting. All right, Opus Mind. It's a remix. Mix over. Cool. So maybe this is feedback. Yeah. Nice, man. Nice, man. I was just reading back your description here, and I am remembering this track. I remember I said I was explaining the box how like narrow the track was. You've definitely made the vocals wider. It sounds so much better.
Only you can set me free. Only you can set me free. You're the only one I need. You're the only one I need.
And I think you said, I also said the vocal was out of time, but it's much better now.
Just one touch and it's alright. Just one touch and it's alright.
I also think I remember saying to you your lead sound had too much reverb on it and it was clashing with the vocal. I think I remember saying that, maybe something like that. You've definitely taken a lot more off the lead, which is good because now it works well together with the vocal. It's not trying to like kill your vocal. It's working nicely. Really, really well done.
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your eyes. You're an angel in disguise. You're an angel in disguise.
bass is like so good. The kick and the bass is very, very nicely done. Yeah, man, it's actually really cool to hear someone like actually redo their track, their mixing and EQing and stuff. So man, like massive improvement, really, really good stuff. Glad that you sort of took on my advice, and man, this track is like 20 times better than what it was. You had it in a very good spot last time, and now like this is what I mean by you guys taking your stuff to the next level. This has definitely gone to the next level. Everything sounds clear. You can focus on something like the vocal and it doesn't get like attacked by other things like it used to. Things like your percussion, like your hi-hats and stuff, I can now hear them in the mix. I remember last time that was like non-existent, like you sort of said down in the comments as well. The vocal is a bit weird in some places regarding the rhythm. Yeah, but not as much as before, man. Nowhere near as like as it was in the past. The track you sent me last time, the vocal was like very, very off. And yeah, huge improvement, man. Really, really awesome that you like resubmitted. Yeah, that makes me feel like special. Cool. Yeah, sorry, I brought the YouTube chat on the screen momentarily to sort of kick it back into the full chat here. So it looks like we have all the chats back up and working again in one section. It's always good. Let's just adjust it a bit better, shall we? Yeah, man, you're welcome. It was really, really good to hear that you like took my advice seriously, and yeah, you made it work. So awesome, man. Thanks so much for submitting. So Eamon. Oh, we've got a few. I think I listened to this one last week. These two last week, maybe. I think so. I'm gonna open up. It's the same track. I'm assuming this one is the more recent one. So, Umang by Eamon. This is pretty good for a beginner, brother. Yeah, man, this is good. This is really good, man. Really. Started to produce in April 2020. Man, that's unbelievable. What are we in now? August. Man, that's crazy. Really, really well done. Really. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, you've got all the elements in you already to be a good producer. You've got good melodies, you've got good chord progression as well, everything's in key. I think your kick is not in key, but don't worry about that. You've got like great variation in percussion, you know, automation, you're picking the right samples. I hear like cashmere samples, which is always good because that's like, they're the best quality samples to have and everyone uses them. Man, nice. Yeah, cool, man. Man, if I was making this after only 4 months of producing music, I would be so happy with myself. Man, that's crazy. So Eamon, what I'm going to do for you, man, you've got 9 followers. Guys, let's get him to double figures. So if someone wants to add him or follow him on SoundCloud, just do it so that he can get to double figures today. Hopefully that helps you out, man. But yeah, man, 4 months and you're making this? This is good. Really? Yeah, I like how you cut the riser as well with that. Yeah, man. Really good. Yeah, it's like you don't have to change anything on that song. It's good. Like the bass line was there, all your sample selection was good. The kick was slightly off key, but doesn't matter, man. That all comes with time. So what I would do, okay. Ulmung means fun in our language. Cool, there you go. I'm learning. Man, that track is fun. So really well done. The best thing for you to do, man, is keep making music, keep putting it on SoundCloud or on your Facebook, on your Instagram. Just start making music, pushing it out there, and you'll slowly get a little following going. Man, that's really cool. Really nicely done, man. All right, Super Nebula. It's a bit heavier than the tracks I've sent you recently. All the best, Richie. All right, Richie, let's hear Forest Animals, bro. You've got like 2 basses and one of them slightly detuned, which is fine. Like that's on purpose. Yeah, nice. Everything's a bit detuned. Good. Yeah. We got him to double figures on his followers. Awesome. It's good that you've got a variation in the percussion there, because it was getting a little repetitive with the sort of bass loop, but you went from that low bass, and then when you changed up the percussion, you took out that bass line. So that was good there, because if that continued underneath, it would have just sounded the same. So you've done well there by sort of taking that out. Yeah, this is cool, man. I like the vibe. We've gone in this weird vibe. In this stream particularly, we've had a lot of like deep, dark, mysterious tracks. So this one, it doesn't sound as strange to me as it should, but it's really, really good, man. I would definitely add some light and shade to it, so you can see from like this the waveform here on SoundCloud that it's sort of like it's always like a constant track. So try and like strip parts out of it, make a breakdown, like bring the mood down, make it really mysterious, and then bring it back up again and sort of get into the drive and the grind of the track again. That's sort of the only real feedback I can give so far, is to just sort of play around with the track. It reminds me of like drones. Like it sounds like a very droney song. So you could have something like a sample that's sort of panning from the left to the right, or left front back. I think that would be really cool. Definitely play around with panning. You've got a really good like weird wacky track. So to make it even weirder and even wackier, start playing around with left and right. Send some samples to the left, or have things sweep from your left side to the right side, you know, like start getting really like mysterious. Take it from here to the next level, man. Really, really cool. I like that. It's pretty cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for submitting again. All right, Aaron Jalandra, let's check out Majestic, shall we? Nice. Sounds like a big band already. Alright, Aaron. You're another one, bro. I think this is your first time submitting, which is fine, man. Always, guys, with your SoundCloud, add some details here. Let us know where you're from, you know, how long you've been making music for. Also, very important, add your social media, because people want to connect with you. I want to connect with you. I want to tag you in a post on Instagram like I do after every stream. So make sure you add here your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube channel, whatever you have, so that people can click on you and learn more about you. Because at the moment, you're just like a name on a page. And from what I've heard already, in only 30 seconds, it sounds like some pretty good music is coming. See, man, the other thing, right, is we're coming up to the big drop and I'm killing the vibe. Man, look, your first upload was like 2 days ago. Is that right? 2 days ago. So I'm really curious to know how long you've been making music for. And I'm going to have a guess, and I'm going to say not long, because you only started uploading 2 days ago. You've only got 12 followers. So I assume you are very, very new to music production, man. And if you are, this is very, very good music so far. Let's get to the drop, shall we? Oh! Woo! Nice change up. The tempo. Gone from half tempo to 1-1. Yeah, surprise drop indeed. Is that a dog barking? Bark.
Schließ deine Augen und geh langsam zurück in der Zeit.
Yeah, man.
Dr. Sommer.
That's a really, really good track, man. Really. Please, man, please fill out your profile. We want to learn more about you. Kind of weird that the track just ended like instantly. So if you can, add a small like impact on the end, so it's kind of like a dun 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 dun, and then your track ends instead of it being like chuk. Man, really, really cool stuff. Thanks for submitting. I don't know what people are laughing at. What are we laughing at? The instant end, or the dog sound, or the surprise drop? Not sure. Man, awesome. Thanks for submitting. Really, really cool. Yeah, I don't want to give you any feedback, man, because that's so good. Like you can't really change anything, really. Yeah, man, I'll write to you. Let's get you up to speed on all right. Made a tech house for the stream. Hope you enjoy it. It's a banger. All right. Yeah, the ad. Yeah, I hate the ads. All right, I'm gonna listen to Fantasy first, and then I will come back and listen to your other one towards the end of the stream. Here we go. Nice. Bouncy already. Nice percussion. You can hear all the ticks in there. I definitely make your vocal louder, like maybe 10% louder. Sort of being, it's fighting with your percussion back there, especially your hi-hats. Your hi-hats are not loud. They're correct. Your vocal needs to be louder. If you tuned in on YouTube, smash the like button and hit subscribe. I want to try to get to 250 subscribers today. Come on. Nice. Man, it's good. I feel like you could really strip this back. So, man, the first hit on the drop is sick. This bit, and then this sort of squeaky sound. I feel like that's maybe a little overused. You could have wow up, and then nothing, just the percussion. Bop, bop, bop. Really, really nice, man. Same with your vocal, man. Boost it up, because that weird squeaky sound is crushing it again. This reminds me of a track from Les Petits Pilots. What was it called? Wake Up. Give me a sec. It sounds like a sample you've used. That's the sound I was hearing when I was playing your track. Man, this is super chill, super smooth. Definitely, come on man, make the vocal the star of this track. Make it louder. And don't do not overdo it with this squeaky sound, because it's, for me, in my opinion, it's getting a little annoying. Unless you called the song Squeak or something like that, then man, this is good. This is something I would definitely play in my sets, really. Yeah, man. That's a good track. What do you guys think in the comments? It is very, very good. Reminds me of Mr. Ozito. Yeah. Man, I was trying to make a track like this once. Maybe like a year ago now. I'm gonna search for it and see if I remember what I called it. Because you've got some elements in there which I wanted to make something like that. What did I call it? I'm gonna have to think about it and come back. But man, solid track. Really, really nice. Really cool. If you're still watching the stream, if you're watching the stream back, I will I'll try and find my track that I made, and I want it to sound like yours, so maybe we talk about that. Tribute remix. Now I might get a copyright strike for this by playing this on YouTube, so chances are when this gets uploaded to YouTube, I might have to cut this bit out, so YouTube will make me cut it out. So let's just listen to it anyway on the live stream, and then I assume for the YouTube it will be cut out. So sorry man, but let's have a listen anyway.
Can you hear me? SOA. Help me put my mind to rest. 2 times click and I'm acting low. A pound of weed and a bag of gold. I can feel your love pulling me up from the underground. I don't need my drug. We could be more than just part-time lovers. I can feel your love picking me up from the underground. I don't need my drug. We could be more than just part-time lovers.
I mean, it's a year old, so there's not much point in me giving a feedback to it, so let's just enjoy it.
We could be more than just part-time lovers. my sleep, as my thoughts begin to bleed. I let go, but I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how, but I need to now. I can feel your love pulling me up from the underground. I don't need my drug. We could be more than just part-time lovers. I can feel your love picking me up from the underground. I don't need my drug. We could be more than just part-time lovers. We could be more than just part-time lovers. We could be more than just part-time lovers.
Yeah, cool, man. Good remix. As I said, I'm not gonna give feedback 'cause it's a year old, but yeah, thanks for sending in the track anyway. It's pretty good, like poppy bouncy track. Yeah, sorry if it gets chopped out on YouTube on replay. Sorry about that. All right, DL William, you want some feedback on a track you are currently working on? No problem, my friend. Let's check it out. I'll give you a follow as well, brother. Nice. Feel like I'm in like a jazz bar in New Orleans or something, and some magic's about to happen. Man, this is super crisp. Really nice. It sounds like such a delicate track, man. It's so nice. Really nice. Guys, when you make tracks, everyone always forgets to play with like panning, like left, right. I hear you have some subtle percussions, like some shakers and stuff. So like you've got like a I would definitely pan that like one to the left, one to the right, so it gives some movement to your track. You got this super funky bass line that's happening, that's sort of like it's making your head bounce. That you want something to make you go like, when you hear a sound there, you're like, so you bounce, and then you're like, oh, there's a sound over there, and then you're like, oh, there's a sound over there. You know what I mean? Man, this is very high quality, like in terms of production. And it's super stripped back, super minimal. And this is just proof, guys, that you don't need to spend hours and hours making millions of synths and EQing stuff. You can make very high quality music with very minimal elements. Man, this is very nice. need a vocal there or something. Cool, man. Yeah, so you've been producing for a while, so you know what you're doing, man. Really, really nice. Yeah, man, it's very, very good. Really. It's this is I'm producing a track that's, I wouldn't say it's similar to this, but I went down the same sort of path as this one, in that I tried to add only things that had to be in there. I tried to keep it super minimal. I do know what that track is. Man, I really love that track, really. I made a track called Passing By, which is super basic. Desktop exports. Passing By. It's pretty basic. It's not finished or anything, but it's just very similar in that I've only put in elements that I really, really need. So it's super. I added like a vocal. This is just me singing, and the drums is super basic. Yeah, and with this track, I wanted to make the like the violin the star. So like in the verses, I just tried to have the vocal and the violin. And slowly bring in the other elements. Yeah, man, it just reminded me, and I remembered, man, I love this track. I want to hear just this bit again. It's super funky. It's sort of like it's occupying this weird space in between like hip hop R&B groove and like new disco vibe. It's sitting in there, man. It's a really cool track, man. Really well done on that. Also like nice profile as well, man. You've got your all your socials and stuff here, like nicely done. Born in 1995 from Oslo. Sick, man. Really, really, really nice track. Keep working on it, man. Really, that's it's made me excited to make another like minimal track. So if you want help finishing it, write to me. I can help you out with some stuff. Also, guys, for everyone tuned in, how are we going for numbers? Yeah, we've still got some good numbers here, guys. So if you haven't tuned in before, I basically review music for you guys, so you can submit here. I also do private lessons as well. So if a lot of people write to me personally and they love the live streams, they take all the feedback on board, but I also get a lot of people asking me what certain things mean. So like, oh, like you told me to do more sidechain. What is sidechain? Or you told me to pan, but I don't know what panning means. Like, I try to give you guys feedback on where I think your abilities are. So if I'm giving you feedback that's too hard to understand, just write to me and we can set up some private lessons if you like, and I can teach you privately. I currently have 3 students, and they're all at different levels of music production skills. So they pay me some money, I make some money, and they improve their music a lot, and I get some money, which makes me happy because money makes the world go round. But so does good music, guys. Good music makes the world go round. Man, I love that track. You put a smile on my face. Really well done. Thanks for submitting. And we do this every Wednesday from now on. We used to do it Monday and Friday. Got a bit too busy for me, so now we're sticking to Wednesdays and Wednesdays only. So man, I hope you submit again. And yeah, excited to see what you can produce in the future, man. Awesome. All right, Cola. Hope I'm saying that right. Cola. Udmo type beat. I'm probably not saying that right either. Also, Cola, I'm sure you have like an Instagram or something here as well, man. Make sure you add it so I can tag you in a post. Also, if you've got like a Facebook fan page or a YouTube channel, make sure you add it there. I see you from Germany. Tell us a bit about yourself here. Let us know a little bit more, bro. Also, I'm living in Germany. I'm in Cologne. So wherever you are, let us know. Nice. I like it. I like the idea. I feel like so the chords you've got here in your drop chords, they're a little like thin, so you need to fill it out a bit. So you're sort of occupying like the high frequencies and the mid frequencies, and I can hear you've got like a bass line in there, but I would add a sub bass in there, like something that's really deep, something that you probably won't hear on your like earbuds or earpods, but you will hear it in headphones or in a sound system in a club. And this will take your track massively to the next level. Also, play around with some panning. So pan some of your like your percussions and stuff to the left, to the right. Create some dynamics, some movement in your sound as well. I think that'll also sort of take it to the next level. Let's hear it again. I think something else I picked up on, you've got a little bridging note in between. So your drop kind of goes like dun 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 dun, but you've got like a dun dun dun, like a roll in. I'll try and where you go ba-na. I would almost get rid of that, the little bridge note in between. So you've got two steps, you got bam, bam, and you have a little note in between. I'd maybe get rid of that. You did do it on the second rotation of the drop, but you added it here. So bum, ba-na. I wouldn't have the da-na, or I would change the synth for that one note and then you give it an extra dimension. Instead of using the same sound for that little bridging note in between, add a totally different like synth to sort of create a different sound dynamic, because it's a very nice drop. It lacks a little bit in the low end, and once you fix that up and make it like stronger and louder, it will be really, really nice, man. It's a nice idea you've got there. Wow, like the quality of these live streams in the last maybe month have really shot through the roof, man. Really, really nice track. I hope you understand the feedback, and I hope it makes sense to you. Yeah, but yeah, really, really cool. Hip hop and rap. Not quite, but doesn't matter. All right, Happy. Ignore the first one. Meant to send this. No worries, Happy. Let's check this out. All right. So I'll follow you. Man, really nice. The only feedback, man, it's so nice. It's such a like a delicate, nice stripped back pop song. Um, where was it? Yeah, so in this bit, like I would guess you would call it like the verse. You've got some, I don't know what it's called in guitar terms, like they're like not tracing notes, maybe ghost notes. I'm not sure. I think like where the guitar just sounds like it's duck, 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 duck. That sounds really good, but it's like way at the back of the mix. I'd mix it a little bit louder. Yeah, like the muted rhythm thingy. They're just really subtle notes. I can hear them in these headphones because the headphones are quite good. But I just worry if this song was like played on a smartphone, you literally wouldn't hear it. Make it a little bit louder because it's like a good feature and it adds to the sort of like happy-go-lucky vibe that you've got here. It's really, really cool. And your bass line as well, it's very well mixed, so it's not too overpowering. It's also like it's a little quiet for the song, but the song is delicate, so you don't want to overpower it with your bass. So I think you can leave the mixing of the bass as it is. It's sort of low to mid, like sub bass to mid range frequency, so it's filling up all it has to. And you've got nice short sharp notes, so it's not like droning along in the bass line and making the track heavy. It's short and sharp, and it's keeping the track light and, like your name suggests, happy. Hey. Yeah, they're the little things I can pick out, man. It's a very high quality ID, so they're only like tiny suggestions I can add to make it sound like better. But man, it already sounds fantastic. So I hope that's given you some confidence and some positivity to sort of finish off the track and get it released, man. Get it released. Come on, do your best. All right, let's continue. Wilson, another one. Lost Love. It's a work in progress. No problem, my friend. Let's hear it. Okay, the mix is a little quiet, so I would like make it louder, like make the volume louder on everything. Nice. Am I German? No, I'm not German. I'm living in Cologne, Germany, but I am Australian. So thank you, Socho Music. Nice with the violins. Layer the violins up. Definitely that one I would make a chord or several violins playing at the same time to give it a bit more depth. When those little stabs happen, you want to make it like a bit stronger. I like that you added the sort of high notes above, so I can hear the notes happening above the actual sort of rhythm of the melody. The high sounds like a violin again. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good work in progress, man. All your music is, it's good. You don't go too crazy with like effects and like you don't try and overproduce your songs, which is good. Like that's your style. Other people will fine tune the smallest thing to make it perfect. I love your way of producing music. In my opinion, and I could be wrong, it sounds like you just sort of start making. You make, and then when something doesn't sound right, you sort of fix it up, and then in your opinion, that's good enough, which is perfectly fine. This style of music is like, it's good. It's sort of like a trance house track. So there's always like a market for that. There's always a club that plays this style of music. So if people ever say your music is like basic or boring or repetitive, it's not. Like it is to them, and that's their opinion, which is fine. But there's millions of people around the world that will think that this track is sick. And I think it's good. Yes, it could use some more elements to make it like a little more like dynamic. But overall, man, like it's like all your other tracks. They're awesome ideas. And by you constantly like making music and sort of putting some out on SoundCloud, keeping some private to yourself, that's good. It shows that you're like when you are 100% happy with something, you're making it public to everyone. So man, it's really, really good. Encouraging sort of signs with your music, man. So I hope you're still tuned in. I always have this problem with where the chat sort of dies for one of the platforms. So it died a long time ago for Facebook, and now it's YouTube that's dead. But I've got the YouTube chat here, so hopefully it's still working. Man, thanks for submitting. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, Socho. I hope I'm saying that right. So you've sent in 2. All right, I will open them both. I will review one now, and I will review one at the end of the stream. And so these will be the final 4 tracks here, guys. So let's get through them, and then I will follow you back. Come get your teeth straightened again. Yes, boss. Cool, man. I like all the loops you've created. It sounds like your kick is clipping, so it sounds like your kick drum is too loud for the track, and it's creating like a digital distortion. That's what clipping is called. Also, Socho, if you're in the chat, my friend, make sure you update your profile here, man. Let us know your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, your YouTube, all that sort of stuff, so we can click on you and follow your profiles and things like that, man. Greetings from Cologne as well. See you in Germany.
Hey yo, turn this shit up and make that shit bounce, bitch.
Good. This really needs a freestyle rap or something over the top, man, really. Yeah, just the only thing that annoys me is the kick. Unless you picked deliberately a kick that sounds crushed and distorted, I mean, you can leave it in and it might make the track sound like different deliberately, but yeah, to my ears the kick was a little annoying. The other thing that was annoying me the whole time was this picture, man. Really, I was listening to the song, trying not to look at it, but I just kept looking over there. I'm like, oh man. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I like it. It's hard for me to give feedback on like beats and like hip hop beats and stuff, because like I'm an EDM producer, so I'm more listening for like technicalities and like blending sections together, whereas like hip hop, R&B, like all that sort of stuff is just sort of like loops. So it's hard for me to suggest to like make your loops better. Like it's just loops or it's not. And your loops work, man. They sound good. You've got really good samples. I like the that one. So that's good. Play around with some panning as well, man. I've said this throughout the stream and like pretty much every stream I ever do. Put some samples to the left channel, some to the right, and like it's called panning. So adjust, put some sounds like your you could have some over here or pan it between your ears. I think that would give your track like a different dynamic and yeah, sort of put you up like a little level in terms of music production skills. Nice track, man. Thanks for submitting. I'll get to your second one soon. So we're going to hear our second submission from Miro. So this one's called Waves Original Mix. Alright Mira, I think I gave you the same feedback for your first track. Add a sub bass, man, and your drops will be so much bigger, trust me. And you will, once you add it, you will be like, holy shit, like he was right. I also love how you do the stop starting in your tracks. It's very like Chainsmokers sort of style. And it's like, I mean, it was huge like 2 or 3 years ago, but like it's still big these days. And I love the lead you picked as well. That was another thing. Your lead sound sort of, so it was quite loud when it first hit. So if you want to make it not so loud, you can do 2 things. You can mix it lower, so like reduce the volume by like 10%, or you can introduce the lead sound in the build up so that it's not so foreign to the ears. So if you have a few notes from your lead synth in the build up, maybe it's under a filter and you slowly release the filter, then the sound when it first hits your ears, it's already familiar to your ears in the build up, instead of the listener first hearing it as the first notes of the drop, like the leading of the drop. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, like, okay, that's loud and that's different. So if you want to introduce the sound a little earlier, it won't be different, but it will still be loud. So I hope that makes sense. But I assume with a sub bass, I'm reading the comments as well, very high frequencies, yes. So the lead that you have, I would round off the, wait, I need to do it that way. So this is your low. You need to round off some of your high frequencies on your lead, because there are some high frequencies as well. And maybe once you round that off, maybe you don't have to mix it quieter. Maybe just EQing off some of those high harsh frequencies will do the job for you. Maybe. Let's just hear the lead in again. Let's go back. Yeah, man, but that's the sort of feedback I have for your build up and drop. Man, and you've definitely nailed like the marshmallow vibe. Hello, Official Thrills Music. Hello, man. So watch my hands. That is how you submit your demos. It's what I'm going to do from now on, guys. I need to get a huge GIF that's just a finger pointing to here, like all the time. Oh man, don't worry, you're not the only one. It happens like 5 or 10 times a stream, and normally the people in the comments are like, dude, it says it right there. All good, man. Just so you know, Official Thrills Music, you'll be the last track I'm gonna review tonight. It's 9 PM local time here, and I need to eat some food. Yeah, Miro, I'm pretty sure it was you with the first track you submitted. You had a similar issue where you had such a strong build up in terms of bass frequencies, and then when your drop hit, it sounded a little thin. I'm pretty sure that was you. Add a sub bass, man. I tell you, you'll sit back and be like, that's the missing piece, and really, that's what it is. But Mr. Miro, man, I tell you, your stuff is really good, man. Really, really good. I would love to, if you have time, and if our software syncs up, I'd love to help you, man. I'd love to work on a track with you, and maybe we can release it together. So yeah, if you're watching, or if you're watching the stream back, I don't know if that excites you or you don't care. But yeah, let's talk, man. I'll help you get one of these tracks. We can try and get it signed to a label, or we can just release it independently, whatever we like. Man, love it. All right, Compliments. This is your second submission of the night. Another house beat. Check it out. Good vibes so far. Also, guys, if you're still tuned in, so I see some guys on Twitch there as well. Hello, guys and gals. YouTube, we still have a few as well. So if you're just tuned in, a lot of first timers here as well from Twitch. So awesome that you tuned in. If you have a YouTube account, please subscribe, guys. I'm at 248 subs. I want to try and get to 250 before the stream ends. Still don't really know how Twitch works. I don't know if you follow or like or whatever the profile's there. But do whatever you have to do on Twitch, like me or follow me or whatever. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Steve Marks, and I review your demos every week. We're now doing it on Wednesdays, so that's probably why we have so many new people tuning in on Twitch on Wednesdays. So hey guys, I used to do this on Mondays and Fridays. Now I'm combining it onto like Mega Wednesdays. And each week we have an artist of the week. So before I finish up with Compliments track, we're going to hear from our artist of the week. Hey guys, I am your artist of the week, Steve Marks. Thanks so much. My new single entitled Legacy featuring Rika is out August 27, so make sure you hit that pre-save link. Should be below in the description, and you also get to hear a sneak peek of the single too. So hit the pre-save, follow me on Spotify, enjoy the preview. The track comes out August 27th. Woo! Yeah, so a little selfish, I'm your artist of the week. Yeah, my track, my debut release, guys, drops tomorrow on all platforms. So like, super exciting for me. I don't care. It's a little selfish that I promote myself, but hey, like, you know, I'm doing this for free for you guys. So the little thing you can do for me is like follow me on socials. Very simple. It's like maybe 10 clicks and you will be like satisfying my sort of, I don't know, satisfying my needs. Sounds a bit weird.
This ain't a cheap thrill, I'm a ride or die. Tell me all your fantasies, I'll make them come to life.
Man, this is another good house track from you. Another one. Hang on. I listened to this already. Why? Okay, so it's the same track. Okay. Ironic. All right. So Soch, am I saying that right? Socho. So SH. We're gonna hear your final track, my friend, and then we're gonna kick off. Awesome, man. So Socho, I'm just reading I made 251 subs on YouTube. Yeah, milestone, guys. Yeah, how funny. Literally, guys. So I've only been doing this for maybe like 7 or 8 weeks now. And I've had a YouTube channel for maybe 7 or 8 years, and I had like 80 or something subscribers about 8 weeks ago, and now I've got over 250. That's cool for me. Mr. Socho, again, you've got the distorting kick, so I'm not sure if that's something that you're making really loud and it's being crushed digitally by mistake, or whether you've selected that kick because you like the sound. I'm not sure, but I'm just making you aware in case you want to change it. Yeah, cool. It's pretty short. But another good way to, if you want to make your little hip hop beats like a little longer, like have a little breakdown, so you can basically have your intro again at the end of your track, but add something else over the top so it doesn't sound like the intro again. So whether it's just the drum beat and the keys, that can be your sort of your interlude, or like I call it light and shade. So you've got like the light is your sort of main beat, and then your shade is where you sort of chill out and like have a rest. Yeah. So this is what I mean, man. So some speakers can't handle the frequency of like that kick. So the kick is like clipping. It's called digital clipping, and what it does is it's a digital distortion. So your kick is trying to produce a sound in a certain frequency that physically can't happen. So when it gets played through the speakers, like you're saying, it really like confuses the speaker, and it usually like ends up sounding pretty shitty. So that's why I'm gently encouraging you to potentially like change your kick, so then maybe that problem doesn't happen for you. Also, man, I wonder how it sounds in a smartphone. I'm guessing it sounds shit as well. Like, I might be wrong, but smartphone speakers definitely cannot produce like a good sound. What genres do I review? Guys, I review all types of music. It's usually like future house, future bass, EDM sort of stuff, because that's what everyone's producing these days. But I often get beat makers and stuff sending their tracks in as well. So, guys, another good stream. Oh, you know what? Thrills, because I'm feeling Nice. This is going to definitely be the last track, guys. So, Thrills, I'm going to follow you back, my friend. Thrills and Simon Baker, Ethnic. So, this is going to finish us up, guys. Thanks for tuning in. In my last few streams, I've played an ID like as my outro. So, if anyone wants to stick around for some music that I have made, that'll be happening in the outro. So, let's check out Thrills track. Thrills, I'm not disappointed like you wrote in the comments. Um Man, I totally thought so. Like as I was listening to this, I'm like, sick build up. It's gonna be a sick drop, and then it turned to that percussion bit, and I was like, oh, it's another awesome build up, but like crappy drop. But man, like you bought the heat eventually. I'm wondering if maybe that was too long to keep it out. Like maybe if you bought it in half a bar earlier, it wouldn't be so like. It's personal preference with that, but maybe on the first drop, I would bring in your lead sort of your euphoric moment. I bring it in sooner rather than later. Like you don't want to keep them hanging too long because they might get angry. Like this comes from experience, right? So when I DJ and I play tracks like this, everyone loves the build up, goes nuts, and then when that beat hits, everyone goes like boom, yeah, and then they're like, oh, didn't happen, and then it happens, and everyone's like, oh, okay, and it's sort of like it kills their vibe. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but like if you keep the vibe going, um, especially in the first drop, so important, and then people like will continue. You hear your I think you're. I'm trying to hear. It sounds like you're the percussive hits you've got. Like I love those sort of like slightly out of time like hits. It sounds like it's clashing with something in terms of frequency. I don't know what sound it's clashing with, but what I'm hearing is every time I hear your percussion, it's it's like not clashing in parts, and then it is clashing in others. So I don't know if that's just my ears or yeah. Man, I don't know, like I loved the second drop, how it held, like I know it held the same amount of time as the first one, but like I don't know, like traditional EDM drops, if they have that weird sort of hold thingy, it normally happens a little sooner to what you had on the first drop, and then the second drop is like perfect. It could stay like that, like traditionally speaking. I'm really gonna try and focus on the percussion. Yeah, I'm not sure. It could just be me trying to find something wrong with it, because like it's so good, man. I'm trying to find something to help you improve, but it's such good quality. It's I'm struggling. So with your drop, you've got two rotations of the drop. It sounds like it's the first percussive hit on the second rotation of your drop. It sounds a little lower than the others. So maybe there's some frequency clashing there, but I can't pick up what it's interfering with. Variation is key in melody drum. Do you like those low octave notes? Yes, I do. They're good fills. They're good fills. I also love Mr. Thrills, how you've got like the really subtle panning as well. So I could hear as you were rolling down the toms that it was going like from center to right. So like for anyone that's like studying music production or music theory, especially with drumming, you always have to imagine that you're sitting in the room with the drummer. So when they hit a cymbal to their left, you're hearing it as the audience on your right. Does that make sense? So when a drummer goes on the snare, it's in the middle, and then when they go dun 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 dun, you should be hearing that from the center of your mix, dun 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 dun. It should pan through your mix to one side. So man, you've done that really, really well. That's a really solid track to end on. So you didn't even think about that, man? Yeah, you did. Let's just leave it at that. Maybe it was a sample. Maybe you did it. Who knows? Guys, thanks heaps for tuning in. Sorry to Paragon. I'll get to your track first next week, my friends. So for all those who stuck around to the end, I love you all. Make sure you smash that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Twitch, I think you like follow people on Twitch, or you like them. I don't bloody know. I still don't know. I need to work it out. Anyway, guys, thanks heaps for tuning in. I'll see you next Wednesday.